Hi everyone, hope you're all well. In today's video we're going to talk about the all-in-one SEO plugin, how it works and why you should use it. We'll also be comparing it to some other SEO plugins like Yoast and Rank Math. So the all-in-one SEO plugin is a really popular plugin for WordPress websites, and it helps you optimize the content for search engines, and it offers a wide range of features that can help you improve your website search engine rankings and drive more traffic to your site. Some of the features of the all-in-one SEO plugin include title and meta descriptions, optimization, so you can set the custom titles and descriptions for each page and post on your site, and this can help you improve the click-through rates in search engine results pages. They also have the XML sitemaps, and this plugin automatically generates an XML sitemap for your website, which helps search engines crawl and index your pages more effectively. They also have social media integration as well, so the plugin can add social media metadata to your pages, and this can help improve how your content is displayed when it's shared on social media platforms. They also have SEO analysis, so it offers real-time SEO analysis for your content, making it easy to identify and fix any issues that could be hurting your search engine rankings. And there's lots of other advanced features like SEO schema, markup, support for Google Analytics, and lots more. It's a really powerful tool that anyone can use to improve their website search engine optimization. So in order to get started, there's different ways to kind of download it and install it onto your website. You can download it directly from your WordPress dashboard. So once you've logged in, what you want to do is go down to plugins. And you just want to click on add new. And you're just searching for the all-in-one SEO plugin in here. So you can just type in all-in-one. And you're looking for this plugin here by the all-in-one SEO team. And once you're done, you just want to click on install now. Make sure that it is compatible with your version of WordPress. This will be identified by a little tick box here, but just click install and then finally activate it. One thing to note is that it's really important that you don't have any other SEO plugin installed on your website. So you should only have one SEO plugin on your website. So if you have Yoast, either deactivate it and remove it and then add in all-in-one SEO, or just stick with Yoast, as the two plugins will clash and you don't want that to kind of affect your website or your rankings. So what you can do is start off with the SEO Setup wizard. So this makes it easy to configure your site's SEO and won't take too long either. So you just want to click on Let's Get Started. And if you have any previous your SEO plugins on your website that had been set up before, what you can do is deactivate them for now, and then just import that data from other SEO plugins on the site. So if you had Rank Math will come up. If you had Yoast, Yoast will come up as well. So that's if you had them installed, activated, and set up on your site as well. So once you've selected all of the current plugins that you can install data from, you just want to click on Import Data and Continue. Or you can choose to skip this step entirely. And then it'll ask you to kind of describe your website a bit. So what kind of website it is, you can just select which one it is, or you can just click on Other and just type in custom answer of what kind of website you have. And for this example, we'll just do blog. And then you wanted to essentially type in the homepage title. So you can insert variables into your template. So now we have the site title, followed by a separator, followed by this tagline. And then you have the homepage meta description. So you can then use the variables as well to kind of insert in your template. And you can use emojis as well as part of your tagline as well. When it comes to using emojis in your site titles, it can make your website stand out in search engine results pages. It's not clear whether using emojis has a direct impact on search engine rankings. Google's official stance is that they do not use emojis in their search algorithms, and they recommend using plain text in page titles and descriptions. But that being said, using emojis can still be beneficial in certain situations. So for example, if you are targeting a younger audience in your creative industry, using emojis in your site titles can help make your content more engaging and a lot more appealing as well. In general, it's best to use emojis sparingly and only whenever they are relevant to your content. It's also important to make sure that the emojis that you use are supported across all devices and platforms, so they don't appear as broken characters or negatively impact your website's user experience. And once you have the homepage title and the meta description variable set up in your template, you just want to click on Save and Continue. Next thing you want to do is just some additional site information. So you want to choose whether the site represents a person or an organization, and you want to give the organization name and give it a phone number and a contact type. So this is essentially which team or department that phone number that you've just given belongs to, whether that's for customer support, sales, technical support, things like that. And then you want to upload a logo as well. And you can also choose your default social share image. So this is just something that will show up in case you don't have a social share image set for that particular post or page. And then you have your social media profile. So here you want to just type in all the available social media profiles that you have. And you just want to fill them in one by one. And then once you've filled in all of them, you just want to click on Save and Continue. Next thing then is going to ask you to decide what SEO features that you want to enable. So they've already enabled some of their recommended features, but you can also use the following features as well to kind of fine tune your website. It's important to note that while SEO, all-in-one SEO does have a free version, there are a lot more features that you can use with the pro version. So right now we're using the free version, but you still get quite a lot of options with the free version as well, including analytics, sitemap, optimized search appearance, and advanced rich snippets and schema markups are all part of the pro version as well. So it'll be good to kind of see what we can do with the free version, and then later on if you want to advance to pro version, we can do that as well. So now it's asking you to just take a look over how your site is going to be displayed on search engines. So you can see the Google Snippet preview, and we've got the sort of site title, separator, and tagline. If you don't have a tagline set up yet, then we can always just add that as well. And you can just type it in directly, it doesn't have to be a variable. And then you have the meta description as well that you can update as well. And you can use the variables, or you can just type in a custom description. And you can decide if you want to include all your post types, or if you just want to include a specific type of post type. And you can decide if it's under construction or if it's a live site. And then with here, so as mentioned before, all-in-one SEO does have the ability to set up sitemaps and auto-generated as well. So you can just click on Enable Sitemap to generate your sitemap, and decide, and then just let them know if you have multiple authors or redirect attachment pages. And then lastly then, this is more for marketing, and also just to get some suggestions from all-in-one SEO themselves on how to optimize your web content. So you can decide if you want to either get your email for that as well and connect your site with your API. So it's up to you if you want to do that or not. Okay, and now it's just asking you to enter your license key. So this is only needed if you are using some of the pro versions. So this is if you had selected some of the pro features, so you would need to purchase the pro version and then paste in the license key. Otherwise, you don't need anything if you're using just the light version. And then once you're done, you can just click on skip this step, and your SEO is now ready. So it just gives you a bit more information about the pro version and what you can do with it. The other thing then you can just do is finish setup and go to the dashboard, and we can see what that looks like now. So this is your all-in-one SEO dashboard, and this is essentially an overview of your site and how it's standing currently with the SEO. So it'll show you exactly how many posts that you have and what percentage of that post needs improvement, or if it's okay, or if it's good. So right now we just have the one post and it needs improvement. We also have some site scores, and this essentially, so SEO, all-in-one SEO will do a site audit on your website, and list a few things that they know that Google look for, and they'll also just say if your site is meeting those targets or not. Any notifications will come in the notification center, and there are some quick links as well to some helpful documents that you can read through if you are confused about any of the suggestions that they make. So in terms of the SEO site score, this is our overall site score, and there's a few issues that are listed here, and they, in terms of all the tasks, they break it down into important issues that are recommended, and things that are flagging up as good results. So what you can do is click on complete site audit checklist and see exactly what they're talking about and what they're mentioning as issues and recommendations for improvement. So it's split into basic SEO, advanced SEO, and performance, and security as well. And you can see it's split into these kind of good results, recommendations, and important issues as well. So it makes it easier to kind of switch between different tasks and to see which one would require more attention and what you're doing right. So if you click into good results, you can see then within basic SEO, we have the title tag set correctly, and it's about a good characters long. If you click on this little arrow, it does show a little bit more information, and you can also edit some things as well. So it gives you more information about each of the tasks that they're talking about. In terms of advanced SEO, what we're doing right, performance, and this is things like they'll look for the size of your website, response times, and things like that. And then security as well, if we're using the correct security protocols and things like that. So we know we're doing well in this area. Recommendations and improvements. So for basic SEO, there's no H2 tags in your homepage. So it's asking you to basically have a good balance of H2 tags to plain text in your content, and this will help essentially break down your content into logical sections, use headings to introduce a new topic, things like that. When it comes to these kinds of tasks, not only does it help Google, but it also helps the user as well, because using different H2 tags, H3 tags helps divide up your content and make it a lot easier to read as well. So it's really important to follow. In terms of advanced SEO, no canonical link tags found on your page. Canonical links, also known as canonical tags, is basically just an HTML attribute that tells search engines which version of a URL should be treated as the preferred version of the content. So the purpose of that is just to prevent duplicate content issues that can happen whenever the same content is accessible from multiple URLs. Duplicate content can dilute the search engine rankings of a website, as search engines may have difficulty determining which version of the content they should index and they should rank as well. In practice, a canonical link is added to the head section of your web page HTML, and it specifies the preferred URL for that page. So for example, if a page is accessible from ptvideos.com/page, but it's also available from ptvideos.com/page, the canonical link on both pages should point to the preferred version of the URL. And next thing then, we have the important issues. So these are issues that the plugin deems as really important and you need to fix sort of immediately. And again, it's split into basic SEO, advanced SEO, performance, and if there were any security issues, they'd fall under here as well. In terms of basic SEO, it's looking for some meta description for the page. If you click on the tag, it does give you the option to edit your meta description from the page as well. And you can see the meta description that we can add here, and we have the site title as well. If we go back to important issues, things like no H1 tag was found, and for the best SEO results there should be exactly one H1 tag on the page. If we click on that, it gives us more information as to why an H1 tag is really important, and then it goes on to a bit more about image attributes as well. And then you go into advanced SEO and you have some performance issues as well, as performance does have a direct effect on SEO as well. It affects both SEO because it also affects user experience as well, and search engines' crawlability to index and rank your pages. Slow page load speeds will negatively impact your user experience and increase your bounce rates, and this can hurt your search engine rankings as well. Mobile responsiveness, site structure, all of that really does add to your load time. Any kind of technical issues like broken links, server errors, and other issues can negatively impact search engine rankings, as crawlers may have difficulty crawling and indexing your page if there are any kind of technical issues like that. So it's really important to optimize your website for speed, mobile responsiveness, site structure, and any technical issues as well to kind of improve your search engine visibility. So overall, this SEO checklist is a really good kind of guide to show you what you're doing right, but more importantly, what way you can improve. It's really important that once you have this SEO checklist, that you then go in and change whatever it is you need to change. If there's missing H1 tags, add an H1 tag. If there's missing H2 tags, if there's missing alt attributes, making sure that then you have those added in, and keep checking it. So once you have this SEO checklist done, making sure that your site is optimized for SEO will help make more users stay on your page, come onto your page as well, and increase conversion rates. So ultimately, this is a really good kind of checklist, and you want to keep checking it. So obviously, you'll have issues in the beginning, and you're going to fix that as much as possible. As you add more content to your website, as you remove things, as you add new pages, make different changes, keep checking this SEO checklist, as this will always be constantly be monitored, and you'll find you'll have new issues and problems that you'll need to solve as well. So definitely keep checking your audit. Next up then that you have is the true SEO scores of your published posts. So this is essentially the plugin scanning each of your posts individually and giving it a score and letting you know what needs to be improved and what not. It's similar to the SEO site score, except the only difference is while the SEO site score focuses on your site as a whole, whereas the true SEO scores focus on the score of the individual post and page. So right now we have one post on the website, and you see the post is coming up as needing improvement, so we'll click on it and we'll see what we need to do. So we have this score here, and you can see there's a new tab as well for SEO details. What we can do is get rid of some of the columns so that we can see a bit more information. And you can see the SEO details here. So what we can do is click into that, and we'll see a new section on the actual blog post for all-in-one SEO. So we can see we have the blog post here, and if we scroll down, we'll see the all-in-one SEO settings, and this is where we can fix things like the post title and the meta description as well. If we click into each of them, you can see that it's really easy to kind of click into and see what we need to change. It gives you a little counter, so you know if you're typed in the exact amount of characters. If it's too little or too much, we can change it. And you can see the title as well. It lets us know if we're going too much over the limit, so we can just always get rid of that. And get rid of some text as well. So you can also do things like within the social tab. This is what it will look like on Facebook, and you can give it its own kind of Facebook title description as well, and same thing with Twitter. So it's optimized for Facebook and Twitter. You can give it a different image for both of them. It just means it makes it easier to kind of give a custom feel for each of your social platforms. And then under advanced, so we can type in the robot setting and any kind of the canonical URLs as well we can set here. In terms of other things that come with all-in-one SEO, it does add the opt-in, the Monster Insights plugin. So you do need to have it is a pro feature, and you do need to have a Monster Insights account set up. But once you have that set up and you have paid for it, it will then give you insights onto that specific post, specifically within the last 30 days or yesterday, and it'll tell you things like time on page, the bounce rate, load time, page view, and it'll be specifically for that blog post as well, so you can know exactly how well that post is doing. If it's doing really well, or if it's not doing well enough, you can share it on other social media platforms. If it's doing really well, then you can follow that and write similar blogs as well. So in terms of the pro version, this could be a really useful thing to have in terms of analytics as well, so it's a really good thing to kind of maybe consider. If you go into the insights section here, it'll show you some reporting features, and again, you will need the pro features as well, but it'll essentially give you a reporting feature on your website as well, similar to how Google Analytics as well, so there's some interest in that as well. So as mentioned before, all-in-one SEO will also generate your own sitemap, and sitemap is basically a list of all of your content that search engines will use when they crawl your site. It's a really important part of SEO because it contains information about your website that search engines will need when crawling your site. So you already have one enabled for all-in-one SEO, and you can always preview that sitemap as well, just to see what it would look like and make sure that you have all of the URLs counts matching up as well. So as mentioned before, the all-in-one SEO plugin is a really versatile and powerful tool, but there are other plugins out there as well that we can compare to. So for example, Yoast, it's also a really popular SEO plugin for WordPress website. Both all-in-one SEO and Yoast share a lot of similarities in terms of functionality. Both plugins offer a range of features that help improve your website search engines, like title and meta description optimization, XML sitemap generation, social media integration, SEO analysis, and advanced features like support for schema.org markup and Google Analytics. However, there are also some differences between the two plugins, and one of the key differences is the user interface. So the user interface for each plugin is different, and users may prefer one over the other depending on their personal preferences. In terms of the free and paid features, both all-in-one SEO plugin offer free and paid features as well, but the SEO plugin offers many of its features for free, while Yoast has both a paid and free version. But some of the more advanced features in Yoast, like content analysis and support for multiple focus keywords, are only available in the paid version. And in terms of compatibility with other plugins, both plugins are compatible with lots of other WordPress plugins, but there may be some compatibility issues with certain plugins depending on which ones that you're using. Overall, both the all-in-one SEO plugins and Yoast are a really great option for optimizing your WordPress website for search engines, and the choice between the two largely comes down to personal preference and the specific needs of your website.